You are now my life, not just a chapter, not a moment that passes, not a name whispered once and forgotten. You are the breath that stays even when my lungs are tired, the heartbeat that continues even when the world pauses. Before you, I was surviving. After you, I am living. You didn't arrive loudly. You didn't knock with thunder. You came softly, like dawn slipping through a window, changing everything, without asking permission, and somehow, without a single promise spoken, you became my promise. You are now my life. The reason mornings feel less heavy, the reason nights feel less lonely. When the world turns cold, your name becomes my blanket. When fear rises in my chest, your memory becomes my shelter. I carry you in ways no one else can see. In the way I smile at nothing, in the way I pause before giving up, in the way my heart refuses to harden even after pain. You are there. If my soul were a house, you would not be a guest. You would not even be the owner. You would be the foundation, the thing that holds everything else upright. I did not plan this. Love like this never asks permission. It simply arrives and rearranges the universe. I used to ask life for meaning. Now I ask life to keep you safe. Because losing you would not be heartbreak. It would be losing gravity, direction, home. You are now my life because my future refuses to exist without your presence inside it. When I imagine tomorrow, your shadow is already there, walking beside me, matching my pace. If I fall, I want to fall toward you. If I rise, I want your name to be the reason. I want to love you in ordinary moments, in shared silence, in tired smiles, in small arguments that end in laughter. I want to choose you even on days when love feels heavy, because real love is not light, it is loyal. You are now my life, not because I need you to survive, but because I want you to witness me living, to see me grow, to see me fail, to see me try again. I want my hands to learn the shape of your presence. I want my voice to soften when it speaks your name. I want my heart to stay brave because it knows you exist. If the world ever asks me who I am, I will not list achievements. I will not speak of victories. I will say, I am someone who loves you, and that will be enough. You give and having as well. This is part one. If you want, I will continue with part two, when you became my forever. Part three, loving you through storms. Part four, a future Hamdan. Your name is not a word, it is a horizon. It rises slowly, golden and calm, the way the sun rises over Dubai, without asking permission from the sky. You are written in sand and sky, in falcon's wings and horses' hooves, in the quiet strength of mountains that do not speak, yet command respect. Hamdan, you walk like history, remembers you, but your heart walks with tomorrow. There is royalty in your blood, yes, but there is humility in your breath, and that is rarer than crowns. When you stand, the desert listens. When you smile, the city softens. When you speak, even silence bows its head. You are not loud power. You are a steady power, the kind that does not rush, the kind that knows time will eventually kneel. You ride horses, not to escape the world, but to feel its pulse. Their muscles echo your discipline, their eyes mirror your patience. You do not dominate them, you understand them, and that is why they follow. Falcons rise from your wrist like living prayers, cutting the sky with purpose. They trust you because you trust the wind. Because, freedom is not control, it is balance. Hamdan, you are the rare man who can touch the sky without forgetting the earth. The desert knows you. It has watched you grow from a boy of promise into a man of presence. It has tested you with heat, with distance, with silence, and you answered with endurance. You did not rush the storm. You waited. You learned. You became. And now when you walk through corridors of power, the echo is not arrogance. It is responsibility. Hamdan, you are poetry without needing verses, leadership without shouting orders, is strength without cruelty. Your eyes hold stories, not just of palaces, but of long rides, early mornings, dust on boots, sweat earned honestly. You carry legacy like a lamp, not a burden. You light the path forward so others may see where to walk. There is something gentle about the way you exist. Even wrapped in authority, you remain human. Even surrounded by luxury, you remember simplicity. That is why people do not just admire you, they trust you. Because trust is born when power remembers kindness. Hamdan, you are a bridge between tradition and tomorrow. One hand holds the past, firm, respectful, unbroken. The other reaches forward, curious, brave, open. You prove that progress does not erase roots, and roots do not resist growth. They strengthen it. If the city were a heart, you would be its steady rhythm. If the nation were a poem, you would be its central line, the one everything else leans on. You do not demand loyalty. You earn it